What's up, everybody? I'm Sydney Goodman, and in today's Daily Fix, a very cyberpunk and unfortunate bug, Mass Effect Legendary Edition isn't coming to next gen, and college football is back, baby! Roll thing. Cyberpunk 2077 cannot catch a break. CD Projekt Red now says that Cyberpunk players should use caution when downloading mods and custom saves for the game after players discovered a save file exploit that could harm your PC. Like your actual PC, not just your game files. Not very cyberpunk, but actually kind of extremely cyberpunk, but also don't hack other people's PCs. Reportedly, the new bug lets hackers hide malicious executables within certain mods. Eurogamer chatted with CDPR, and the developer said the issue is tied to the external dynamic link library, a library that contains data that multiple programs can access at the same time. The issue was discovered by Cyberpunk community member Pixel Rick, because of course it was. Pixel Rick explained that it makes non-executable files executable, which could carry out, quote, any locally executed virus. CDPR thanked the community for flagging the issue and, of course, is working on a fix. Their advice for now is, quote, to refrain from using files obtained from unknown sources. Anyone who plans to use mods or custom saves for Cyberpunk 2077 should use caution until we release the aforementioned fix. Luckily, CDPR's hotfix to their most recent game-breaking bug came pretty quickly, so I'd expect they have a fix to this sometime soon. Man, remember accidentally clicking a pop-up ad and the stress of destroying your computer with a virus from the internet? This ordeal is a little nostalgic for me. In all seriousness, be careful out there. Bricking a PC for any reason, but especially because you accidentally downloaded it from a Cyberpunk mod, is a bummer. We got tons of Mass Effect Legendary Edition news today, like the fact that the Mass Effect 3 extended cut ending is part of the canon in the Legendary Edition, plus a release date. It's May 14th. But something we didn't expect is that Mass Effect Legendary Edition seemingly won't have a next-gen release or optimization patch. Don't worry, you'll still be able to play it on your next-gen / now current-gen hardware because it will be forward compatible. In an interview with IGN, director Mac Walters said that a full next-gen launch of the console was, quote, just a bridge too far. Walters pointed at the expectations set on the next-gen hardware and that he thinks, quote, it's more than what we could have pushed Unreal Engine 3 to do. And again, more than we could have done with a true remaster. He went on to also deny that Bioware was considering an eventual optimization patch instead, at least not for the time being. But silver lining, he did add that the game would experience some next-gen hardware perks for folks playing on PS5 or Xbox Series X, like, quote, higher frame rates, resolution higher, and stuff like that. Are you grabbing Mass Effect Legendary Edition come May 14th? Let me know in the comments. It's happening for the first time since 2013. EA Sports is returning to college football. The announcement came on Twitter with a small tease that says, quote, college football is coming back. And EA later revealed that it will be partnering with CLC, the nation's leading collegiate trademark licensing company, to be the exclusive developer of simulation college football video game experiences. If you're a youngin' and didn't get to experience the wonders of any of the NCAA football games, let me tell you. If you're familiar with Madden, it's a similar vibe as far as football simulations go, but then there's Dynasty mode where you would basically be in charge of a program and even have to recruit players. And of course, there was the Heisman Trophy and bowl games and fight songs and all that jazz. I probably sunk days into NCAA Football 07. Honestly, if EA just keeps what they left off with in 14, their last game before putting a hold on the series, and update the graphics, obviously, I am very excited, but I'm also, at this point, players still can't be paid for their likeness due to NCAA rules. However, last year saw a historic shift where the NCAA approved of a plan that would allow student athletes to monetize themselves, as long as the college they go to doesn't pay them directly. So while I think it's unlikely, because obviously the NCAA and the institutions would probably rather not pay the athletes, we're moving towards a scenario where that could be in the cards. According to an ESPN article, with games like Madden or any professional level sports simulation game, the game developer enters negotiations with the players' union for the rights for all players, and then the union pays out each player. But the NCAA doesn't allow the college athletes to unionize because, quote, they are students, not employees. There's actually proposals that could, quote, guarantee the right to collective bargaining for future college athletes that are to be looked at by Congress and the Senate. Theoretically, they could be addressed before this EA college football game comes out and could create a scenario where EA could negotiate with the players. But there are a lot of coulds and hoops to jump through for that to happen. So I will stop there because we're getting off topic and I could talk about this for forever. But college football is back, baby. Fight on forever. And that was your Daily Fix. I'm Cindy Goodman. I hope your day is as awesome as you are. And now that you are all caught up on the news, check out our first impressions of Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Download the IGN app on all your mobile devices. Subscribe to the Daily Fix on Snapchat. And for all things everything else, IGN.com.